Here's 5 plats that I hate. Oh no, this is love. Here's 5 plats that I love. You'll never guess my pick for number 3. Let's start with a bang, shall we? Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm not a purist, okay? You're not gonna see me shouting from the rooftops about how this is a betrayal of the original game, how the soul has been sucked out, the soul of the game has been ripped out and left to rot, because the people spouting that rhetoric are nothing more than agents of chaos, alright? They'll rag on Final Fantasy VII Remake and have no trouble doing that, but they'll be jumping for joy when it comes to something like, I don't know, God of Boar Ragnaslop. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that everything that these people have to say can be safely discarded. With that little disclaimer out of the way, let's get into the meat and potatoes here. First off, structure. The linear chapter-based game structure facilitates an almost effortless experience for acquiring most trophies. The gatekeepers here, if any, will be the hard mode difficulty playthrough, as well as beating all the VR battle arena bosses, all of which can be left until you're as maxed out as possible and you feel comfortable. This 5 out of 10 difficulty plat is the perfect blend of story and challenge, and I just can't recommend it enough. Next up is Watch Dogs. Unintentionally, one of the greatest third-person shooters that I've ever played. I'm a Troy. Watch Dogs 2 is better, Troy. Look at me. I'm flying a drone and listening to Fiona Coin by Skylar Spence, Troy. Troy, look at me. I'm at Burning Man, Troy. Be gone, peasants. You know, I'd trade the plastic Bay Area for the rich, dark grit of Chicago any day of the week. Sure, there are a few grinds, like completing all fixer missions, level 10 against all opponents in the drinking minigame, even an RNG grind for collecting all the music tracks. But you know what? You're gonna be so busy enjoying the city and doing everything else that it has to offer that most of that you're gonna be finding by accident. And if you still haven't played Watch Dogs after all this time because you were listening to bug people from the anti-peak hive mind, wake up! Up next, we've got Max Payne 3. Oh my god, where to begin? How do you even begin to detail the genius, the impeccable, immersive, insurmountable Max Payne 3? I don't know how it can be done, but I'm gonna give it a shot. And don't you dare tell me that it's just another cover shooter, alright? Nice try, Paco. You got fast-paced levels, so the replayability is through the roof, silky smooth bullet time and shoot dodge mechanics that facilitates more aggressive playstyles, collectibles with actual perks in gameplay, who could have imagined that, in the form of the golden guns, which increase weapon magazine capacity and boost damage by 10%. But Troy, it has multiplayer trophies. Stop. The fact that you were not playing the multiplayer when the game was popular is nobody else's fault but yours. What were you, 9 years old with your baby bottle pop and your kids menu and your coloring book? Disgusting. You should have been grinding Roscoe Street Station. And even so, even when the multiplayer servers were, you know, died down a little, level 50 in multiplayer was still perfectly attainable. All it took was just a couple hundred replays of Chapter 4 Part 1. Every other notable trophy in the list was completely chapter dependent and easily cleanupable. Easily able to be cleaned up in Chapter Select. You're seeing a pattern here, aren't you? Sadly, these servers are shut down as of now. This Max Payne 3 Platinum is not going to be leaving my trophy cabinet anytime soon. Next, let's delve into Devil May Cry 3. Do you like fast-paced demon-slaying hack-and-slash gameplay?
Fuck no!
How about weapons and abilities that are easily upgradable at a pace consistent with your playthrough progress?
Fuck no!
What about action-packed linear levels with boss fights that encourage the use of all these aforementioned weapons and abilities? Multiple difficulties, including the infamous Dante Must Die, which push your knowledge and mastery of the game to its absolute limit? After the flag staked in the ground by the first game and the folly of the second, I was curious how the third game would stack up, and well, it's in this list, so mystery solved, I guess. This has to be one of the most streamlined platinums of all time. And even if you do miss something, guess what's there to save you? Chapter Select. It's great for gameplay, and it's especially great for trophies. And I hope everyone else isn't too far behind me, you know, the pioneer, the trailblazer here in this instance, and from breaking free of the hive mind. So you're finally here, huh? What is it you were expecting? To the red country? And part of the gray country? What's the best of times and worst of times type baloney? Up, up, up. Can it, toots? This is a cold, cold city. And summer ain't coming anytime soon.
Are you a madman?
Yeah, I might just cut this entire part. L.A. Noire. Is it any secret that I love this game? I mean, I only platted it twice. I wish I could plat it another time. I didn't do it for the novelty, not for the flex, but for the love of the game. 2 words. I'm not even gonna say them. I'm just gonna put them on the screen. I know I must seem like a broken record at this point, but that doesn't change the fact. God. I know I must sound like a broken record at this point, but it really is the case. And it even goes a step beyond, actually. There's actually an open world to explore that can be explored via free roam from the main menu. Perfect for collectibles and side missions alike. The most annoying part of this plat was by far the grind for collecting every car, which requires you to actually get behind the wheel. So once you've unlocked a good amount of them, the search just turns into blocking off an intersection and, you know, commandeering civilian vehicles until you find the ones that you need. The cars all look the same, so it becomes quite the slog, you know, from Fallout 4. Cole Phelps, badge 1247. How can I help, detective? Never forget. Those were 5 platinum trophies that I loved getting. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe and don't platinum anything I wouldn't.
Thank you guys so much for your support. More importantly, thank you for being a trophy hunter. Thank you for loving trophies as much as me. It's a nerdy hobby, but we love it. We do it together, and I love you guys for that.